I am very happy to welcome to the morning show Christine DiStefano, founder of Amaryllis Farm Equine Rescue, which is really a horse sanctuary. They have rescued over 85 horses since 2005, and she is here this morning to talk about this amazing organization online by going to hamptonshorserescue.com, or you can call 537-7335. Christine, welcome to WBAZ.
Thank you.
So, first of all, how did you become involved in this pursuit of rescuing horses?
When I was 4, I found out that people eat horses. And in a nutshell, from that point forward, from the time I was 4, all I ever wanted to do was save the horses and take care of them. I grew up in the show barns here and the hack barns at Sears Bellows and Hampton Bays for 10 years. And the relationship that you develop with these horses especially when you're out guiding trails 10 hours a day, is intense. The horses, save your life every second day. And it's an amazing relationship. Most people aren't aware of that. And I began to teach, and Amaryllis came into existence actually in '89. And when the big barn became available there in Sagaponack, and I had just lost my horse, Rascal, I thought, I'm just going to do this instead of waiting until I'm 80 and looking back and going, gee, I wish I did that. And so I saved 10 horses from slaughter right off the bat and, started to look for some press and some help and reach people to teach them about who the horses are, because people in this area, they don't know who a horse is. You see the fancy show jumpers, and that's all brilliant, it's magnificent. We have some of the most phenomenal horses in the world here in the Hamptons, but we also have the most precious horses that do these endless hours of camps of little precious children on their backs, and they keep them safe. And people don't stop and realize what that means to a 1,200-pound horse that's keeping your child safe. So what we do is we try to bring the horses that can no longer function to the level that they need to compete in the Hampton Classic, along with actually purchasing horses that have already slipped through the cracks and taking them from the kill buyers. And we have an entire sanctuary now, and children come and do our camps on our older, quiet, safe lesson horses and schoolmasters. And they also get to take care of the horse and learn about the feed and everything involved. We actually have an entire petting zoo now. So it's a mission that's nowhere near even begun in my head. I know it looks like we did a lot so far. It's nowhere near where I'm going. We're going to go right through the school systems and teach children how to treat all living things with dignity.
I mean, it must be a reason to get out of bed every morning. That's what I imagine it's like. To me, I don't know what it's like. You have saved over 100 lives. I mean, what does that even feel like?
The drive is fueled by the ones that I lost.
Yeah.
Not the ones that I saved.
Yes. You mentioned a couple times that these horses save our lives in terms of yourself, and you mentioned it once in the context of children. That whole idea of them protecting us, saving us. Can you elaborate on that?
Horses were given to us to serve us. I mean, if you think back, horses founded the United States of America. We'd still be, hitchhiking across Pennsylvania now. There's no animal on earth that did as much for mankind as the horse did. That's just a fact. But within all the preconceived strength and the persona of the horse is the most gentle. With any true strength, you have the most gentle creature on earth. And the horse is the strongest creature on earth. The horse is also the most gentle and the most noble. And that's why a 3-year-old can lead a 17-hand horse down, the aisle of a barn completely safe. Yeah. And if another horse goes to, move the child out of the way, the horse that they're leading, if they know them at all, is going to block them and protect that child. I mean, got a lifetime of experience of having a horse take a kick that was, aimed at me as I was going by, or something really scary happen, and the horse stand his ground instead of the natural flight instinct. And I guess the thing that screams in my head all the time since I was a little kid is people don't understand horses. They're not hearing them. Why don't they hear them? Why don't they see it? They don't understand. They're not getting it. And that's what I want to get out there.
When you say that they're not hearing them, that they don't understand really what they're all about in terms of character, behavior, intention.
Right. And for everybody listening out there, if you have not actually been on a horse, come to me. I have a few horses to introduce you to.
Not only that, but I think it's so amazing that you offer this summer camp for children. It's a real horse farm. And at the same time, you're educating these kids, in the same way that you strive to educate the public. And like you say, infuse compassion into the human race for all animals.
You're not going to conserve something. You're not going to take care of something that you don't love. And you can't love something that you don't understand. So if we get them in and we teach them, they'll understand, they'll love the horses. They're going to grow up with a completely different perspective on the horses and taking care of them. Plus, they get to ride, and we teach them how to ride English and Western. We hold them on bareback, and they get to see how it feels to ride like an Indian. And, I've been teaching for... We're going on, I date myself here, like 29 years. And I want the kids to have a really well-rounded experience.
You average about $4,000 a week in feed and bedding alone. And this does not include vet, farrier, is that right?
Yeah.
Rent, supplements, wormer, insurance, and all administrative costs. You teach, you hold numerous open house days, educational seminars, pony camps and clubs, and do the work yourselves to help support the mission. And you need to complete the effort. The horses need us. Over 110 animals depend on us daily for their survival. You can call 537-7335 or HamptonsHorseRescue.com or 4rascal.com.
And come to the sanctuary and meet the horses, get an idea of why I do what I do.
Have the experience so
Let
you
the horses
understand.
tell you.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, that's so true. You go experience it for yourself.
Right.
I've been speaking with Christine DiStefano of Amaryllis Farm Equine Rescue. It is a horse sanctuary, and please support these horses and support this amazing organization, this amazing farm. Christine, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thanks for having me.
Coming up next, your full 5-day forecast and hotspot traffic. It's all right here on Eastern Long Island's Light on the Bays 102.5 WBAZ.